Hello, welcome to Straight Up by edX Live with me, Mrittika Banerjee. Today we dive into the fascinating world of ChatGPT, an AI bot that's shaking up the academic community. To use ChatGPT or not to use ChatGPT? That's the question looming large in academic circles. Ethical, moral, and other arguments aside, can you really write a research paper with it? Let's find out what IIT professors and experts have to say. First up, we have Dr. Harish Guruprasad, a faculty member of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at IIT Madras and an expert in machine learning, who points out the phenomena of hallucination in ChatGPT. This is what he has to say.
A large language model like ChatGPT is trained to only produce seemingly plausible sentences. It does not particularly care about the truth or even know what the truth is in several situations. This may result in inaccuracies or what are called hallucinations. So a good way to bypass this might be to use a search engine in addition to AI generated content or large language model outputs for researchers. So a search engine is going to give you access to searchable links which you can go and read and verify, and be sure that what you are writing is actually correct. What an AI model like large language model can give you is it can give you access to information based on, let's say, search queries which are just common words. Search engines are famously not good at such things. If you give very specific queries, search engines can give you the right answer. But if you use common words or in your search query, search engines are not going to be very successful at that, and large language models are really powerful in finding out what you mean from what you write out. So the best way to use large language models is in conjunction with other tools that are already out there, and not just believe what large language models output based on faith.
An AI and AI policy researcher working at IIT Bombay, Dr. Anupam Guha, opines that as anything based on machine learning is a statistical model with probable errors, ChatGPT's output will not be accurate either. He goes on to say, and I quote, "The cost of errors and misrepresentation of the truth can end an academic job. So, I will personally never use it without vetting it thoroughly and being careful with what it produces." Unquote. While Dr. Guha makes it clear that he would use ChatGPT but with thorough caution, there are others who have learned to make the most of it and are passing on the knowledge to the general public. Francis Maiden, a trainee clinical psychologist at Oxford University, whose viral video using ChatGPT to do an Oxford PhD, "My experience so far," has garnered over 123,000 views. He shares 4 ways in which he's incorporated ChatGPT into his workflow, claiming it has the potential to revolutionize research and academia. Taking it a step further, Dr. Mushtaq Bilal, a Pakistani postdoctoral candidate in world literature at University of Southern Denmark, through his active presence on Twitter, generously shares his wealth of expertise in guiding researchers on how to effectively use ChatGPT. He suggests utilizing AI to outsource labor, not thinking, and recommends using AI for creating structure while retaining authority over content creation. When edX Live reached out to him, he had a word of caution for all you students who want to use it for research. He said, and I quote, "The trick is if you're not smart enough, you won't be able to use it." Unquote. However, when it comes to addressing the apprehensions surrounding ChatGPT, Dr. Dibankaraj Nayok, Assistant Professor of Data Science and AI at IIT Guwahati, takes us back to the early days of computer when similar anxieties prevailed. Here's what he had to share.
So fears accompany every new technology, but trying to stop it is futile. So even if you try, it will be, illegally published somewhere, and you won't be able to monitor it anymore. So teachers will have to, adapt to new technologies. When teachers prepare content, they will have to keep in mind that tools like this exist. And I think it's all part of the evolution.
So what other AI tools can aid research? Dr. Bilal recommends Cite for accurate reference checking and Research Rabbit for free material gathering and visual connections between articles. And with the increasing prevalence of these AI tools, it begs to question, will they become the new navigating tool for researchers in academia? Also, will you be using ChatGPT anytime soon for your research? Tell us in the comments below. That is all from us today. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to mask up and stay safe.